And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see Villanova facing the UCLA Bruins.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Cooper. Bryant is out there with Miller, and it's Beal in at the one spot.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Now, here is Miller. Fires from deep. And it's Freak with the rebound. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark. A worthy program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated. The landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
Here's Ilgauskas. UCLA grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Campbell kicks to Roberts. Shot from 16. They get it back. Here's Emerson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And they get it back. Here's Campbell. It's stolen by Bryant. Beal with it. A runner. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
And Villanova going with the whole new group out there.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
So on the floor for Villanova, they've got Jones. Cooper is out there with McAdoo. And it's Moore in at the power forward.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
From downtown, can't get it to go. Villanova goes the other way with it. And Jones has it in the corner. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. On the Wildcats, so Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark. And of the better runs they're on right now as a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Here's Moore. The shot is off. Great D that time from Johnson. Here's Barton, defended by Jones. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And got so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Now here's what UCLA... And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half...
Who is it? Now it's knocking on my door. It's going.
Why the hell y'all didn't call? You so dumb.
This seems good. Can I eat this? So can this is freaking.
You should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Emerson in at point guard. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And for Villanova, they've got Bryant. Miller is out there with Cooper, and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And for the Bruins, Emerson, he's in at the point. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 down low. Well, for Villanova, they've had a lot of their graduates make waves in the NBA. You can find a Wildcat playing professional ball everywhere, it seems.
Yeah, some of the current Wildcats in the NBA. Kyle Lowry's had a terrific career thus far. Randy Ford are the big names. Dante Cunningham is another guy who's had an impact.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
And stolen by Freak. from deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got 9.
You know, with Foy and Lowry, as you mentioned, I mean, they played together at the same time for Villanova. It was one of the best backcourts they've ever had.
And it's Ilgauskas missing. UCLA trails by 3. Here's Emerson. Nice D from Bryant.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that. I can go for that.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Ilgauskas has got his first bucket of the night.
And that Villanova team with Foy and Lowry was great. The grit and toughness that they both still play with in the NBA today, born at Villanova. And in general, the Wildcat players are some of the toughest mentally around.
And it's the Bruins with the ball, trailing by 5. And there's the feed to Freak. Irving sets a screen for Freak, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Pushing it up. Here's Foster. And Irving pulls it down.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
So on the floor for Villanova. Jones is out there with Clarkson. Then there's Foster, and it's Moore in at the center, filling out the middle.
Please, just stop. You know.
Here is Gaines. Moore up top. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. Just 5 to shoot. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. And Villanova leads by 7.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Free. Irving passes to Freak. Out to the right wing. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Here is Gaines. Got a piece of it and stolen by Irving. Free passes to Irving. To the wing on the left. Inside. There's the dish to Morris. To the left wing. Here's Free. And it's off from three-point range. Villanova leading by 5. Here's Gaines. The rebound by Johnson. Here's UCLA. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And the wide open shot from Morris. Drops in the tray.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in. 17 seconds left to play here in the second half.
The hell? What's the control about that?
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Well, Kev, that took forever. I don't know what took them so long, but the coaching staff can't be pleased with that right now.
What the crap, bro? Come on. Let's let you take a timeout.
Good screen. Tight passes now. You need to get a clean look. Execute. Let's put him away.
9 seconds left here in the second half of the
Why the
game.
frick are you
And an
fouling?
intentional foul right there. And he makes the first of the 1-1. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Hit one for you guys.
No good there.
Hit
So
one for
it's
you guys.
Villanova picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
Sorry guys if I'm not talking that much. As I said like my last video, I'm very quiet because I'm concentrating. Well, so sorry guys. So sorry. I cannot get my mind together right now.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and Arizona.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college
Bro,
campus.
come on.
You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament
See,
game,
this is
a one-and-done type
exactly
situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So on the floor for UCLA, Emerson, he's in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
The shot's good from Lawson.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to feel the team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
Looney passes to Roberts. Here's Fresh. Hits the three-point bomb.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
On defense, the Bruins. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Lewis on the way. Uncovered. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Offensive rebound. Looney with the bucket. Looney's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with the soft touch to match.
11 feet away. And it's Mitchell missing.
Give me that.
Freak with it. Here's the 3.
What the
Rebound by
frick?
Johnson.
You know, Freak just hasn't been able to perform how we're accustomed to seeing him up until this point. I mean, he just hasn't been able to string anything together.
There are a lot of things that might be affecting him.
Maybe
you know, with
tomorrow,
his
though.
reputation, defenses will pay special attention to him.
Definitely.
And that might be throwing him off a little bit here in this game. Oh, terrific way to finish that move
After
there.
this one, I
Going to
might
the
have to
basket.
go. Right now, my head's starting to hurt a little bit. So, after this one, I'm gonna let you name it off.
They've got Mitchell. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the 5. Now the pass to Fresh. Pass to Freak. The 17-footer. And another miss by UCLA.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way.
And for the Bruins, Emerson. He's in at the point. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Arizona, Hollis Jefferson is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lawson in at the 1. The legendary John Wooden was the coach at UCLA from 1948 until 1975, and Greg, he built his program from obscurity into one of the most storied programs in the country.
Yeah, I mean, he was a fantastic coach, arguably the best of all time, and even a better person by all accounts. I mean, there's a reason why such great awards carry his namesake. He coached a lot of the greats in terms of our game.
56 seconds left here in the first half of basketball. Here's Looney. There's the pick. Feeds to Freak. Campbell up top. 5 on the clock. Can they get it? And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Freak. Freak's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Lawson outside. Off the screen. Kept alive. Lewis down low. Over Freak.
I didn't
and
realize
off
they
the
had
side of
the
the rim,
ball.
and it swirls in for him.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Last shot for you guys.
Three-pointer.
Bang! No, I'm a dap for you guys. I know it might be old.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Arizona leads by 1. And Todd.
Arizona leads by 1. I can fix that. We can fix that.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
So on the floor for UCLA, Emerson in at point guard. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot.
Oh, what?
The Bruins have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
That'll help.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
About having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
It's stolen. Here's Fresh. Plays it in off the breakaway. Fresh has got 5 points so far.
That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when the steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this
7 or 9.
a quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
But let's make it 11.
Here's Emerson. The 18-footer is right on the mark. He's got 9.
9.
And here's Arizona now. Now Lawson. He has 6. Johnson outside. Here's Mitchell. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Kicks it to Freak. Launches it. It's rebounded by Lawson. Freak's gone 2 of 8 from long range here. Pass to Johnson. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Wants in the pass to Hollis Jefferson.
Hollis Jefferson. That'd be funny.
Johnson in the corner. Dishes it to Mitchell. He kicks to Lawson. 4 on the clock. No good from outside. And here is Campbell. Now here's Freak. Johnson the screen. Freak passes to Fresh. Here's Emerson. Offensive rebound. Looney. Soft touch off the glass. Looney's got his second basket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Here is Carter. 1:25 left to play here in the second half. We've got Williams. He's out there with Ewing, and it's Landry in at the point to take the lead. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bruins.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be.
Yep.
And he's been clutching
Down
the
by
line
one.
there in a very tense moment.
Teammates, get the
Nice
ball.
play indeed. Got that
Where
hand in
are
the
you?
face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Lawson dishes to Lewis. The feed to Ewing.
Alright. They
Lawson
missed
outside.
this. We can score the last
Pass to
shot.
Lewis.
In the paint.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted
Oh
by your
yeah,
presence.
baby.
Mitchell, he's checked in for
That's all this
Arizona.
thing.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock.
So this thing in 10 seconds.
Now here's Freak. Lawson defending. There's the pass to Fresh. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closer. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. And Roberts kicks to Freak to take the lead. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Defense
I would've
just
been
not
so
strong
freaking
enough
mad
to
if I
throw him
didn't
off his
take-
shot
do that.
there. Sometimes
Let's
it takes a little
game.
more
Let's
effort
get it.
to defend him down low.
So it's UCLA picking up the win. They break the hearts of every
Take the
fan in
win,
the building
guys.
with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they
Ooh. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm gonna have to end it right here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you have not. Leave a comment or your gamer tag if you want to play with me on PS4. I have NBA 2K16, Infinite Warfare, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Madden, I believe. And I'll catch you guys later in the next video. Peace.